bado. Tuondeshe kwa chuma. Na usiniangushe. Jaribu kwa ungekuwa na wale. Tuingie kwa barabara. Tuingie kwa barabara. Haya, tuingie kwa barabara. Hapa. Slow down. Slow down. Kwa ready, tunaanza kwenda. Twende. Haya, pole. Pole. Straight. Usiingie huku ndani. Straight. Maintain your speed sasa. Usikanyage zaidi, maintain. Unakanyaga zaidi. Usiweke mafuta mingi. Twende, ongeza kidogo. Ongeza. Twende. Chunga sisi. Pole. Haya, ongeza mbio kidogo. Very powerful. Twende. Job, unajua tuwezi piga bunge, so itabidi tukate mahali. Twende. Pole. Haya, twende hii gari. Pole, usigongane. Wacha hii gari ipite, simama kidogo. Wacha gari ipite. Haya, twende. Pole. Twende. Straight. Ingia huko. Twende. Pinya huku. Pitia ndani. Upande huku. Haya, pole. Haya, twende. Wewe toka. Pole, tulia. Si ndio huyu ataingia nini? Pole. Ingia. Haya, simama hapo. Kuna mwanya hapo. Twende haraka. Panda hivi utokeleze huko. Haya, tulia kwanza. Wacha watufuate. Tulia. Tulia. Haya, tuanze kwenda. Twende. Panda pepe. Haya, tulia. Tulia. Ukuwe ready.
Lazy kuimagine anaweza.
Shortly say something, Mama.
Let me finish.
Chapa picha. Tunataka kuona Wakenya pia wako kwa Tour de France.
Unaji Chris Froome? Unaji Chris Froome?
Ni Wakenya?
Ni Mkenya lakini sasa akisha sign wanamchukua.
kidogo. Kidogo tu. Move. Hapo. Twende. Hapo. Pole. Taingililia pale mbele. Ngoja kidogo boss.
Boss, tulia hapo ingia huko. Ali kwa mwisho zile. Nyie ndani tuko pikipiki aende. Wewe. Tuko nyumba. Tuko huko. Yeah, boss. Enda.
Twende.
That's permission gani?
Twende. Side gani? Tunaenda straight. Eh?
Ija ndani hapo.
Twende.
Songa mbele. Hapo, kama hapo, nani toka mbele, hapo. Haya mimi. Hebu mheshimiwa tueleze. What was the objective of the journey?
Okay, so yeah, I reached Bunge. I cycled from my house all the way to Bunge to look at the challenges, so that when we're sitting down to legislate and we're sitting down to sensitize drivers of cars, I understand firsthand what are the challenges. I mean, even if we go off-road is not even fit for pedestrian walk. There were some really horrific depressions, you know, even open sewers, drainage, open drainage. marshals who can actually stop the car today. I think it's feasible to say we have today purely for cycling. I believe that if we have central points where you can rent a car, rent a bicycle, let's say you rent a bicycle in Parliament Building, you can actually deposit the bicycle in Westlands or rent one from Thika Road. You can deposit the bicycle in let's say, Starehe. If we have points where you can rent a bike and deposit it somewhere else, and it's all centrally controlled like it is in Europe, people will be taking bikes a lot more often. I think bicycles are the way to go for fitness, for decongestion, for emissions, reduction of emissions, and I feel we should try and look at this option. Other countries have done it, we're not inventing the wheel. Netherlands is an example. The UK encourages it. I think the police need to be sensitized, and the vehicles. Matatus need to learn to use their side mirrors. There's not enough space from the edge of the curb to the first car. So the way we're designing our roads, as we're moving forward, can we design our roads in a manner that accommodates a cycle lane? I think borders I thought would be a really big nuisance, but they're also not as bad as some of the tractors and the big matatus. So for me, riding, wow. This was tough. I actually thought I would make it because I thought I'd get a cramp, I'd get too hot, I'd get thirsty, but I made it. And you know what, I'm 54 years old this year, October, I'm still 53. If I can cycle all the way from Kitisuru to Parliament in an hour, right, it's about an hour, I think anyone can do it. It's excellent for fitness. I feel amazing. And when I did the first race on Saturday, I thought, wow, I'm gonna ache and pain everywhere. I did it. Today I'm back on the road. To invest in a bicycle, we're gonna try and talk to suppliers of bicycles to give credit terms. We'll talk to the big players like Coca-Cola, EABL, Toyota, all the foundations, the banks. Can we try and have bicycles provided for Kenyans to be able to use? But then of course you've got to be honest. You've got to deposit your credit card, you've got to do a security check. Deposit some money so that we can cover the cost of the bicycle in case you decide to run off with it. But I believe that when we start off the centers, Dada Rides with Mama Ta, those centers are going to be to teach women and men how to ride the bike. You can't just pick a bike and go on the highway. It is very, very difficult. Salome here rides for Kenya. She's a professional rider, and one day here as well. Nancy, I think, is the lead, yeah? Nancy is the one who can go like a dart. She could do my house to here in 15 minutes or less, isn't it? All right? But she's been there running ahead of us, stopping the traffic of incoming feeder roads. And for me, we've got a number of Kenyan women who can be trained to become really good riders and then become the marshals on the road. It can be a job. We can create an association of cyclists who want to stay fit, who want to do the odd, there's no reason why you should move a 5-kilometer stretch with a car. All right, there's no reason. The bicycle doesn't take fuel. All right, everybody who has a car has invested between $500,000 going upwards for the car. This investment can be about 30,000 shillings. If we work on volumes, we can actually get it for 20,000 shillings. You can pay it back in 2 years and it doesn't consume fuel. It can get you to the market, it can get you to your friend's house, it can keep you fit and healthy. Obesity is a big problem. We've got all these fast food chains coming into Kenya. We're eating very unhealthy. This is the way to go for a healthy nation. A healthy nation means a wealthy nation. So for me, as a member of parliament for NAIROBI County, cycling and jogging, which requires very little investment, is the way to go. I want my county healthy. I want my county to save this county from emissions, to save us from congestion, because the cost to the economy of vehicles not moving, stuck in traffic, is so huge. If we can save that cost, we'll do well. We need the county government to really repair the potholes, especially on the footpaths. It was horrible. There were times I thought I was going to a drainage hole or a pit. So I want to thank the media for riding this journey with me, and I saw you guys jogging away. It was tough, uphill. I got a bit of support from my sisters because I'm still not very good with the gears. It was tough to go up. The roads are like this, up and down. But it was a good pain. Okay, it was a good pain because there'll be gain. I probably burned a lot of calories. I got through and I understand the challenges. I'd love Salome here, who is going to head Dada Rights Initiative together with the team here, to maybe say a few things. You see, there are challenges. You see, the way cycling would work, when I come to Bunge, I need to have my books, I need to have my notes, etc. Okay, my PA, probably a KICC, can carry them and come with them. The fact is, the only way this will work in the long run is if we actually are so organized that we have everything with us. Of course, if I cycle with my handbag with all the money and anything in it, of course I'll get mugged, all right? So there has to be a way to organize it, and the way to organize it is that when I come to town, for instance, there are days maybe I'll come to town and I don't need to carry much. I can put it on a bag here, all right? Like right now, I'm wearing techies, my shoes are in my car. The way to do it is that we have bicycles available at any point. So for instance, I could actually take a bicycle from here and ride to Serena where I have a meeting, or go into town for a meeting, or go to Westlands for a meeting. We have to make sure that bicycles are available in terms of taking, hiring, and returning. You don't have to return the bike at the point you hired it. You can rent a bike in Westlands, return it in town. You can rent a bike in town, return it to Ndwaraka. So we have to create a system. It's not going to be happening overnight, but it will happen. You know, for me, I think it will be counterproductive if I'm riding, right, and I'm also having my car behind me. Okay, so what we have to do is actually make sure that we reach a point where you can ride, you've got your locker in Bunge, everything is in there, and you don't have to have your car follow you. Right, so my bodyguard's probably going to have to learn how to ride a bike and follow me with the bike as well, yeah. So it's a work in progress for me. It's a learning curve, so that if we have to get the right laws in place, we do them correctly. And I can't give you laws if I don't experience the hardships firsthand. And for me, this was actually to experience the hardships firsthand. Bunge has a gym. I could go in, have a shower. If I'm organized, we need to get organized to be able to make this work. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. I would like to appreciate our Madam here for believing in us. So what I can ask all the Kenyans is to believe in our initiative. With my sisters, we came together so that we can help our mom here. So I would urge all the Kenyans to do the same. Thank you.
I'm so grateful for this ride, and what I'd like to tell people that we are the critical mass, and please share the road. When you see a cyclist, just share the road for us to have a healthy nation. And we are very sure that the vision that Madam Esther holds, one day it will come to pass, and we will have a clean Nairobi, free from fumes, and a healthy nation.
The professional now. Tell us a bit about yourself, huh?
Okay, Nancy Akinyi. I am an international rider. I ride for Kenya. The mountain bike, African mountain bike silver medalist. I'd like to urge everyone to take up cycling. It's fun, you keep fit, you keep healthy, and you keep the environment clean.
Maybe one more thing about the partners. You mentioned about the partners in the other initiative. I didn't get that yet.
You see, the thing is, we need to involve the private sector. We've got to involve them in it. We've got to involve the financial institutions. We are losing a lot of money. We know that the Wednesday and Saturday, no vehicles in the CBD, they couldn't enforce it. But you easy to enforce, because then you cameras, they should start working now. We should start penalizing people. We've got the contact, the details, you know, for the nation to decongest Nairobi requires that we, first of all, the roads that we're building right now, let's make adjustments. The roads that they're there, let's try and make them adaptable. Sensitize the public, have bicycles everywhere available for hire, all right? Instead of giving, you know, money, we have a lot of money being given out all the time. Let's try and give out bicycles, all right? Let's give out bicycles as winning prizes, because you can, you know, for one vehicle, you can give out about 30 bicycles. So let's try and get this nation cycling. Let's try and get Nairobi cycling. Let's try and decongest Nairobi. If we get it right in Nairobi, we'll get it right in the entire country.
When do you want the initiative to get up and running?
Well, I mean, this is like starting. It's going to take some time. It's going to take some involvement. I'm hoping that the county government will see this and think, wow, it's a good thing to do, and we can put some money into driving getting the nation to become a riding nation.
And
It's
can this cycling initiative trickle down even to the police force, like we have in Miami, police riding bicycles and they're able to tackle crime very fast?
I think, look, we don't need to invent the wheel. If other countries have got it right, we can get it right. So, you know, best practices, we borrow from all over the world. Cycling is a best practice. Decongestion. We want Nairobi to be a green city, we've got to go cycling. So I think it's a way to go. And if we're saying that we don't want border borders in the CBD, then let's get the nation cycling. And let's get people cycling themselves rather than being carried by somebody who's cycling. Because I think this is an exercise that you need to do. I mean, I've done it. Saturday was my first time in over 20 years to ride a bike. God knows how many kilometers from Kitisuru to here. You know, probably. And I haven't had the recharge, you can rest a bit, but it's every time we have data rides, we'll have some bicycles for you to come and get trained. We want to offer you training. Don't go into the highway without being trained. You need to be trained because it is dangerous, so we don't want you to just get a bike and get on the highway. We need to have traffic cycling marshals, and that will be a job created for them. So I'll have an initiative to have you sign up if you want to be a cyclist with the Dada Rides Mama Tab initiative. Thank you. Okay.